King Philip War, also known as the First Indian War, took place in South New England from 1675 to 1676. It was the Native Americans' last effort to avoid recognizing English authority and stop English settlers on their native land. The war is named after the Wampanoag chief Metacon, later known as Philip or King Philip, who led the 14-month bloody rebellion. After the Pequot War from 1636 to 1637, the New England colonists of Plymouth, Massachusetts Bay, Connecticut, and New Haven realized the need to form a military alliance to defend against their common enemy. After much debate, they formed the New England Confederation on May 19, 1643. Over the following years, the New England Confederation fought the Indians during the King Philip's War. The Mohawks and Mohawk tribes, however, fought for the English. Metacon was the second son of Wampanoag's chief Massasoit, who had negotiated a peace treaty with the colonists on Plymouth Plantation, but the agreement wasn't enough to stop the colonists' encroachment on Indian lands. After Massasoit died in 1661, his oldest son, later known as Alexander, succeeded him. In 1662, the English arrested Alexander on suspicion of plotting war. After questioning, he died, and Metacon, also known as Philip, took English names, came to power. In January 1675, Christian Indian John Sesimon warned Plymouth colony that Philip planned on attacking English settlements. The English ignored that warning and soon found Sesimon's murdered body in a icy pond. A jury made out of colonists and Indians found 3 Indians guilty for Sesimon's death and hung them on June 8, 1675. Their execution enraged Phillips, who the English had already accused planning Sesimon's death, and engaged tensions between the Indians and the colonists, setting the stage for war. Between June 20th and 23rd, 1675, the Wampanoag carried a series of riots against one of the colonies of Massachusetts, killing many colonists and destroying property. English officials responded by sending their military to destroy Philip's home village of Mount Hope, Rhode Island. The war spread during the summer of 1675 as the Wampanoags joined the Occasionhai warriors attacked settlements throughout Plymouth colonies. On September 9, 1675, the New England Confederation declared war against King Philip and his followers. A week later, around 700 Indians ambushed a group militia escorting a wagon train of colonists. Almost all colonists and militia were killed in the fight, known as the Battle of the Bloody Brook. Hoping to prevent a spring Indian assault, Plymouth colonist Governor Josiah Winslow gathered the colonist militia and attacked a massive Wampanoag fortification near the Great Swamp in West Kingsland, Rhode Island, on December 19, 1675. It is estimated that 300 Indians, including women and children, were neither killed in the attack or died from exposure of the winter elements. Some were buried alive on the stake. The battle forced the weakening Narragansett, who had tried to remain neutral, to join the King Philip's War. After the Great Swamp fight, King Philip set camp to New York, possibly to enlist the Mohawk assistance, but the Mohawk again attacked the Wampanoag and forced them to retreat to New England, with the Mohawk in hot pursuit. Throughout the spring of 1676, the tide began to turn to the English. In April, Captain Conatus was captured and later shot, beheaded, quartered, and left his people without a leader. In May, the militia attacked and killed up to 200 Narragansetts at the Battle of Turnfall near the Connecticut River. By midsummer, the English started giving pardons to some Indians. A lot of worn-out Indians surrendered. However, the English sold many to slavery. By late summer, King Philip and his alliance were weakened and on the run. The English shot and killed King Philip on August 2nd, 1673, at Mount Hope. King Philip was hung, beheaded, drawn, and quartered. His head was placed on a spike and displayed at Plymouth Colony for 2 decades. King Philip's death effectively ended the war, although crashes continued throughout New England until the Treaty of Creusot was signed in 1678.